Anand Ranganathan, they have pointed fingers at the Prime Minister for a photo op. They made the photo op of the dead bodies on the Ganga. Wasn't that photo op politics? No, what about Rajiv Gandhi's pictures from planes? I would think it was a picture in those years that would have encouraged many young people to pick up the computer when computers were not so common. Not so common. And it was good that Rajiv Gandhi put out. But that wasn't a photo op. When the Prime Minister Narendra Modi posts a picture, then that is a photo op. And that becomes evidence of a failure of foreign policy. I want to ask you, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, what is the opposition really thinking when it picks up subjects to criticize the Prime Minister?
No, good evening, Navika. Very briefly, there are 4 issues on which the opposition are outraging. Let's go one by one. Number 1, who should hold PM Modi's umbrella if not he himself? Or perhaps the Darbaris think Modi is Thakur Baldev Singh. I mean, Modi hatred ने इन लोगों को इतना पागल कर दिया है कि इनको समझ में नहीं आ रहा. And I bet you, if there was someone holding Modi's umbrella for him, these same bottom feeders would have outraged, saying शर्म नहीं आती, able-bodied आदमी किसी और से अपना छाता उठवा रहा. Navika, the fact is that the fire lit by the erstwhile Congress zamindars has singed the minds of these progenies so completely that nothing grows on it, on that charred landscape except entitlement. They are so used to people carrying umbrellas for them that they think it is blasphemous to carry it yourself. Forget umbrellas. Remember Mr. Narayan Swamy? You have sitting Congress chief ministers exult with pride in carrying Rahul Gandhi's chappal. Now let me come to the second issue of Modi not wearing a mask. Is pe outrage shuru kar diya. Well, personally, I'd like him to wear one, especially as Delta variant can infect even those who are vaccinated. But the fact again is, he didn't flout the USA rules and regulations. Wearing a mask there, if you're vaccinated, is not mandatory. Now to the third issue very quickly. In fact, on it, let me apologize for my error of yesterday. It is not Modi who's a hypocrite, but rather the US administration. They're putting those visitors in quarantine who vaccination certificate they don't recognize is based on health concern. So the fact that they are not quarantining Modi is hypocritical, notwithstanding their excuse of the visit being in national interest. What's more in national interest than health? So it's not Modi's mistake, but Biden's. Where I'd like Modi to act faster, of course, is in getting Covaxin the recognition from a world body. And I think WHO is going to indeed certify it very soon. Now let me come finally to the issue of the cabin photo. I mean, Navika, the whole brouhaha is ridiculous. Sure, you want to call Modi a narcissist? Chalo yaar, go ahead. I myself think there is some truth to it. He likes being photographed. He likes to dress well. Sometimes he even likes to carefully choreograph taking of his images. Okay, you can be critical of that. But in today's day and age, tell me one person, including you and me, Navika, who isn't like that. साला खुद 5 एंगल से सेल्फी लेके ट्विटर पे डालोगे और फिर मोदी को गाली दोगे. Navika, just 30 seconds. Have other world and Indian leaders indulged in the same kind of image consciousness as building as Modi? Yes. Is he using state money to do this? No. Did he snatch INS Virat aircraft carrier and its officers for his private holiday and make them his butlers while he clicked photos of his snorkeling like Rajiv Gandhi and family did? No. Bottom line is, he's an image-conscious politician who has the pulse of the Indian voter. You can hate him for it, sure, but that will only make him smile. He's trolling you without you knowing it.
Anand Ranganathan, you said nothing about those white flags. And the memorial where these white flags are, reading 6,78,584 flags put there for people who lost their lives. And the way India paraded its own dead on the front pages of various American newspapers. Wasn't that a commercial photo op done by them?
Now, Navika, indeed it was. It is a very somber reflection when a nation loses so many people as America has done and as India has also done. Personally, I think if you remember when the pandemic started in Italy, they were indeed showing the images of cremations, of crematoriums, or of burials and funerals, but they didn't carry it to the great, grisly extent rather, like we did. I mean, there were reporters and journalists in our country who were sitting next to the pyres, burning pyres. I mean, they carried it too much. And what was the purpose of it came out very soon later on, when it was basically for propaganda purposes. So yes, even though I'm not totally against people showing I don't know for what purpose, funerals or cremations, but, to carry it on and on day after day is obviously exposing their agenda.
Absolutely.